most of the time when I talk to people about systemization or about documenting processes and everything, it turns into a pretty quick hang up of where do I start? How do I do this? And it's almost like this instant paralysis that, okay, I don't know how to do this process. Or I sit there and look at everything on my plate. It's like, I've got to document all this at once. Like, no, forget all this. Do it simple. And it goes back to the comment earlier. It's like, I would actually invite them or coach them to say, okay, first off, just simply make a list of what you're doing every day. I'm spending 30 minutes on Facebook doing ads. I'm doing 2 hours with coaching clients here. I'm doing whatever. Figure out what you're really spending your time on, and then take that list and break it down and say, okay, which of those items are really you're good at, you enjoy doing, that generate revenue, versus on the other end of the spectrum, which ones are you really not good at and you don't like doing? You don't like doing bookkeeping and you're not good at it. That's why the books are 2 months out of date and you haven't invoiced anybody.
Right.
That's the prime target to me to go delegate and offload. You don't have to go delegate the stuff you really enjoy doing, the prime revenue maker, because at least in the early days, it's still your company. You're the one making that money, but let's get some of the other stuff off your plate so you can focus more on that. But even from a process documentation standpoint, I always try to make it as minimal of an activity as possible. It's like, okay, simply the next time you do it, take out a notepad, kind of jot down rough steps. Is okay, when I go to invoice the company or invoice the customers, here's what I have to do. I have to go pull up the CRM, pull out their information. I have to move it over to the QuickBooks or whatever. I have to mail out the invoices, kind of a thing. Just give me a rough process of that, of what you're doing, looking at those steps, and then take that to employee or a VA or whoever you're trying to bring in to hand that off to, and get them to walk through those steps, figure out where those knowledge gaps are, because there will be. You've done the process 100 times, you skip over stuff, whereas somebody brand new hadn't seen it. So work with them that first time or two to really figure that out.